This video is basically going to be split up into two sections, the first of which is going to be pretty much entirely scripted, and the second half will be mostly rambling off of notes that I have written down. This is all extremely experimental, so whichever one seems the most appealing, like whichever one is the most enjoyable, let me know, and I will continue doing them whichever way is most enjoyed. There's a certain feeling with playing a game for the first time, a sense of wonder or curiosity that often sticks with us for a while after playing. Usually, we look back after playing a game and remember that first time fondly, even if we've moved on to other things. Minecraft did not do that for me, at least not in the usual way, and I think a lot of people feel the same. Your very first world, the first video you watched, the first forum post you read about Minecraft sticks with you like nothing else. What makes Minecraft different is how those memories feel when you look back. Other games can feel like achievements or trophies, but Minecraft carries this emotional weight. Its music, its sounds, the art, and all the memories that come with it. For many of us, just hearing a song from Minecraft can bring on tears out of nowhere. When I first played Minecraft, all of that inspired me. I honestly believe Minecraft alone is what got me into game development in the first place. That feeling is what I've been chasing ever since. Even though most of my projects never had that kind of potential, I finally think I might have the chance with my own game. Right now, I'm calling it Blobber. I'm very much not married to the name, I just needed something to name the project. Blobber's roots, like pretty much every scrapped block game I've ever made, go back to beta Minecraft. That was the Minecraft I grew up with, after all. Even though it was rough and primitive, beta had some really smart and thoughtful game design hidden under the surface. Now that I am building this project, I'm starting to get a better grip on what exactly made those early versions feel so whole and cohesive. Of course, understanding all that also means comparing it to modern Minecraft. Over the years, modern Minecraft has grown into a monster of biomes, structures, and mechanics. It's wild how fast you can see hundreds of blocks, dozens of mobs, or stumble into a fully furnished village minutes after starting a new world. But, in building all of that content, something feels lost. The art style and the mood are totally different now. For many people, those changes feel like a loss, like the magic and quiet simplicity of early Minecraft got buried underneath the surface. There is definitely artistry in the way it changed, but there is also a missing feeling of quiet melancholy and discovery that made beta stick with so many of us. That is not to say that beta was perfect either. You could still easily beat the night with a few sheep, and beds made the day-night cycle feel optional. There were no tutorials or guides, so you often had a browser open trying to figure things out, which broke immersion. Enchanting and potions and other deeper mechanics were missing too, which made the world feel predictable and progression feel flat for some. But those rough edges are part of what inspired me. Beta still encouraged real curiosity and rewarded you for poking around until you figured things out yourself. That is something most other games, and even modern Minecraft, rarely pull off. Every time I tried to make a Minecraft-like game, and I did that for a lot of years, I fell into the same trap. I'd start making half-finished Minecraft clones and then realize I was just copying Minecraft exactly. That made me feel stuck and creatively blocked. I would abandon the project only to do it all over again a few years later. Blobber started differently. It began as an isometric game with a soft look based on a voxel grid and plans for these blobby characters. Sure, it looked a bit like Minecraft, but just changing the perspective felt strangely freeing. I really felt like I was making something new, even if under the hood it was mostly the same systems I had used before. I think that is an important lesson. People who do creative things often get stuck. It can feel like what you do is not worth it. For me, it led to resentment, like, why did I waste my time on something I was not even original to finish? But this taught me the value in stepping back and seeing a problem from a different angle. And even though I ended up going back to 3D, I feel more creatively free now, just from having looked at it in a new perspective, literally. I feel like, even though I still have some design goals or mechanics that share similarities with Minecraft, I'm finding it a lot easier to come up with my own and really make this project my own. Now, as the game is taking shape, I am guided by a few core goals that mix my love for Beta's simplicity with some wilder ideas of my own. Now, here's the rambly part I was talking about at the beginning. Here, I've sort of dropped the script, and I'm just going to be sort of impromptu reading the notes I have for ideas that I want and trying to make some sort of coherent stuff out of it. Above all else, I think fun should be the most important goal of this project. I want anyone to be able to pick this up whenever they want and still feel like a part of the world, not feel like they disconnected, really. I mean, I want somebody to be able to jump in and just jump back in, right back in where they were. I feel like there's a problem, at least for me, there's often a problem with games where I'll take breaks from them for a long period of time, and maybe not even that long of a period of time, but I'll take breaks from them, and then I'll come back and I don't even know what I was trying to do, and something about that just kind of makes it not fun anymore, and I end up not playing really ever. I want to also add some RPG type things. I don't want it to be a whole RPG. I just want some elements from it, such as experience and leveling. I think that stuff's really cool. You know, having to level up certain parts of your character bit by bit and having this sort of strategic decision as to what is the best to update right this second. You know, like is it better to get more health now, or is it better to be able to be faster, or is it better to be able to be stronger? You know, I think those kind of decisions are fun, and I think it leads to some really in-depth progression that sort of leads itself a little bit. I also want to have some character customization stuff, but really that kind of just comes down to maybe hair and like colors. Just, I mean, looking at the character, you can see, you know, there's not really a lot of complex stuff going on there. It would be pretty easy to just add some color sliders or something. Wonder is probably another one of my biggest goals for this. I want the player to feel alone in a world completely alien to them, much as early Minecraft did, and I want just enough features within the world for the player to create their own story in their head of just what happened in this world, who built what, where they went, etc. And I don't really want all like the villages. Like I think Minecraft now, modern Minecraft, has I guess you can call it a village problem, where it's not necessarily the villages themselves, but it's the fact that all of these structures that have been implemented are so common that it's almost more rare to find an untouched piece of land. And all that's really cool. I mean, it's cool and really impressive that they have so many things in the game like that, but it does sort of feel like it takes a little bit of creativity away from the player, I think. I don't know. In my own opinion, I think it feels like it takes too much away. And early Minecraft handled this a little better, I think. Early Minecraft had a lot more of sparse structure placement. There were still some structures in the game, even as early as like beta and whatnot, but especially early release, I mean, there were still quite a lot of structures in the game at that point in time, but they didn't spawn all the time, and there was usually a lot of your world that didn't have anything on it, or you'd stumble across these like abandoned mine shafts and it's like, oh, like what, and where did this come from? And it just barely teases at you that there's something more, but it doesn't directly tell you what it is. And I think modern Minecraft now is struggling to keep that working the same way as it used to. Survival is a big thing. I want the gameplay to focus a good bit on a balance of creativity and survival. I enjoyed how early Minecraft versions before beta and before beds pushed the player to build by pushing the need for shelter. I mean, if you didn't have a bed in, say, alpha, then you would certainly die in the night if you didn't have somewhere safe to be. And I really think that push, you know, to build something ended up bringing out a sort of creative side in a lot of players that ordinarily wouldn't be expressed. But I also don't want to bloat my survival system with thousands of meters and bars and everything. I really think the whole hunger bar thing is a little dumb. It sort of makes the player feel a bit more like a Tamagotchi than a self-expression in the world. Like, it doesn't feel so much as like an avatar in the world as much as it does some thing that you need to take care of. And I don't particularly like that. I enjoy being able to play the game how I want to play it, and I enjoy the fact that you only needed to eat in like early Minecraft if you were low on health, and I think that made sense. That was a lot of talking. Thank you for sitting through that. Just like I said, or like I might have said, I don't remember, but this video was more so just about, ideas and making points and analysis and that sort of thing. And the next videos will be more about, what's actually happening in the game, what am I working on in the game, these technical aspects and mechanics and things like that. So this won't be the regular sort of video. But again, like I said in the beginning, whichever of the two styles you preferred, scripted or unscripted, let me know, and I will continue to do them like that. Thank you for your time, and I hope you have a good whatever day of the week it'll be when you watch this.